Alright, boys. What's up, everyone? It's the A-Side. I'm your host, Garfield. And today, I am so excited to be talking about this. I don't know how, but they found me. The kind of throwback pop rock band duo comprising of Dallin Weeks and Ryan Seaman put out the first lead single for their debut album, Razzmatazz. And I have been waiting for this for a very long time. I have been following Dallin Weeks since he was the bassist for Panic at the Disco. He played bass and had a lot of creative input on Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die, which I think is the best post-split Panic album. It was also the first CD I ever bought. So I've been following this guy for a while now, and I was there when Modern Day Kane dropped in 2017. What an amazing song to start out with, honestly. I know this isn't a track review of Modern Day Kane, but I would still say it's my favorite I Don't Know song. And, it's amazing, and what a way to introduce yourself to the world. And I've been following them ever since they put that out. One of the few bands I've been with since the beginning of their lifespan. And I listened to the EP in 2018 and thought it was excellent. It was one of my favorite releases that year. I sat through the Christmas EP in 2019, and it was Christmas music. If that's your thing, go ahead, it's your prerogative. But now we're here with the track "Leave Me Alone," and it is golden. I am absolutely in love with it. Now, Dallin Weeks, being the extremely talented bass player he is, the bass on this song is genuinely excellent. The bass line is killer, and honestly, so is the groove of the song as a whole. It's so infectious, it makes me just want to dance the entire time. It's just a pleasure to listen to and move around to, and it just really just hypes you up when you listen to it. It is a blast of a song. When we're on Dallin giving a great performance, he is giving an amazing vocal performance too. Dallin sounds like he's having the time of his life. He's having so much fun while he's singing, and once again, it's just very infectious. You ride this wave of energy the entire time, and it just really hypes you up and gets you in the mood to want to come back to the song over and over and over again. Not to mention, everything sounds perfect. The synthesizers, especially on the chorus, are just so pristine and flawless. And I am a sucker for some good electronics. And they're here, and they sound amazing. The opening chords of this song are excellent too. They open with this kind of drugged out sounding like, I don't want to say spacey, but loopy almost kind of synthesizer. And then drums kick in, and then the big synths and the 80s-ness all kicks in. And it just is a rush, and it's so much fun to listen to. And you anticipate that build up at the beginning with those kind of slower, drugged out synths, and then it's a boom. Those louder synths and the drums and everything kick in, and it's a great way to start off the track. But I really enjoy Leave Me Alone, but the problem is it's not wholly original in any way. I don't know how, but They Found Me has always been very influenced by 80s bands, and it's very obvious they've been influenced by these bands. And on their other stuff like Modern Day Kane and the 1981 EP, it sounds like a modern alternative rock take on the 80s new wave sound. With this new song, it sounds like it was just ripped straight out of the 80s. It sounds like mostly like Talking Heads with a mix of also New Order and like Oingo Boingo mixed in there. And it just sounds very unoriginal. And I think they could have done a little more to make it sound like a new style of music, not quite just ripping off old bands, because the influence is very heavy-handed, and it makes it kind of hard to see it anything more than a tribute act sometimes. And I think the whole 80s aesthetic is kind of overplayed and overdone at this point. Let's find a new decade to rip off, maybe. I do still really enjoy the song, though. And I think one thing that saves this song from sounding too stale and overdone is the production. Now, the production on the song is incredibly overblown, and typically overblown production is seen as a bad thing. On this song, it works in just about every way. It makes everything so over the top and so big. The song is huge and bombastic, and it works so well with Dallin's amazing performance because he's having the time of his life. It sounds like the synthesizers are having the time of their life. It sounds like a huge party, and I'm here for it, honestly. So even though it's not a wholly original track, it's still really good, like a really solid banger of a song. It came out last night. I already pre-ordered Razzmatazz on CD. I did it this morning, and I'm very excited to see where this album goes. I've been waiting for this album for 3 years now, and I know Dallin and Ryan are not going to disappoint. Um, so check the song out if you haven't already. I don't give single songs on track reviews a score out of 10, but I have decided to give it a little bit of a scoring system. Thumbs down if I don't like something, thumbs to the side if it's alright, and thumbs up if it's good. And this, of course, is getting a thumbs up. I don't know how, but they found me. Leave me alone. A very solid, but maybe a little unoriginal track. This has been the A-side. I've been Riley, and I'll see you all next time.